Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
What's up, your boy Jay here. Welcome back to another reaction to a countdown that I saw and found on BleacherReport.com. Now, like always, I put the link in the description so you can see the countdown. Now, this countdown is called Roman Reigns' 8 biggest matches, moments that made him a WWE icon. Let's go. All right. So here's the website. So, Roman Reigns' biggest matches, moments that made him a WWE icon. Now, let me know in the descriptions down below if you agree with, are these the big 8 that made him the tribal chief? Put him in God mode. Maybe this era's greatest WWE champion of all time. Let me know. Again, I'm on BleacherReport.com. I'm going to put the link in the description, so let me know what you think. Again, they're starting off with a very epic picture. You see that this thing was posted on May 12th, 2022. Epic picture of the night that he beat The Undertaker. All right. So, a dominant debut. The Shield. Okay. Hands down, if it wasn't for this night, these guys would have not made as big of an impact as they had on the business. Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, if they wouldn't have had a big, so I agree with this. This is one of the biggest moments. I think one of the better debuts ever. I'll put the link in the description of my top 3 favorite debuts. This is up there with Shinsuke Nakamura in NXT and AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. This debut was epic. All right. Okay. I agree with this one too because it had been a while since anybody dominated at Survivor Series. I think I got to look back. I think if it was in a woman's Survivor Series where the one chick, I'll put her picture and her name right here, eliminated 4 people. I don't think there's nobody's done that in a long time since. And then Roman Reigns was another one. He dominated Survivor Series 2013. That's when you could tell that they were building to something with him. Like little by little. Around this time, before everybody turned on him, everybody was all on that Roman Reigns train. You guys cannot disagree with me on that. The next one. All right. The Evolution. Okay. So the clean sweep and the elimination. Okay, this says Extreme Rules. That's not. Get rid of that. It was Payback, right? It was the elimination 6-man tag, and that solidified them. This was the night before Seth Rollins turned on the Shield. They were coming off that WrestleMania 30 squash of the New Age Outlaws and Kane. Then the next night after Daniel Bryan was about to get demolished, they came out and they did that big face turn, and then they did the long feud with Evolution. Those 2 matches are on there as 2 of my favorite 6-man tag, short of like the Wyatts versus the Shield. Those 2 matches, but the clean sweep. They even had Roman, I believe, pin Triple H as the final elimination. So I agree with that. That was another one that kept building him up. Okay. This match, this was after the Royal Rumble when everybody just completely turned on him. And people wanted him to get squashed, and he got dominated in this match. But it showed how tough he was. And if it wasn't for him getting his ass kicked by Brock, I think people would have just looked at Roman differently, but it showed that he was a badass. He could take a beating and make a comeback. But again, it gets overshadowed because this is a night that Seth Rollins did that epic cash-in of his Money in the Bank. But, okay, so far I'm agreeing with everything on this list. Yeah. Beating the Game for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 32. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this match. I don't know what qualifies. Everybody has an opinion about matches. I really, really liked this match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I think this night, I'm trying to figure out what was the match of the night for this night. I can't remember because I'll probably post it here. But I think at the same time, people were already getting tired of Roman. So I think that's what it is because this match wasn't that bad. But people, I think, at this point grew tired of his push and kind of sleep on this match. But yeah, that's another one. Winning the championship at WrestleMania. This was his second main event. Yeah, second main event of WrestleMania. All right, putting down the dead man. I remember watching this match, and like everybody, kind of disappointed with it because it wasn't the same Undertaker, and he even said in the interviews he wasn't ready for this match, and he feels like he did a disservice to Roman because he wasn't in the right shape for it. So, and he even said that losing to Brock, he feels like Brock wouldn't didn't need the victory, and people saying that or he was saying that this night could have been the night that would have made Roman Reigns if he would have been the first one to beat him at WrestleMania. Again, I agree with this one on the countdown. It was a big night. I remember when I rewatched it, I had to rewind it on the network because I was like, did he just? There was a 3 count. I was like, it was crazy after like the running back and forth of the spear, and then he just put him down, and I was like, what? So it's a pivotal moment in his career. Now this was that turn that we all wanted and he needed. This was like the SmackDown after SummerSlam where he came out and just completely ran through the Fiend and Braun Strowman after their championship match. And and then when you see that glimpse with him and Paul Heyman, you're like, what? Is he a heel? What's going on here? And they just fit. Like that's where he became the character that everybody wanted him to be. But he needed to go through all the crap of people just shitting on him and not, him putting in the work. And I get it. Wrestling has changed. The fans have changed. Everything has changed from the way we look at stuff. But Paul Heyman and this partnership with Paul Heyman helped Roman so much to get him to where he's at now with the tribal chief, the head of the table, acknowledge me, God mode, all that stuff. You couldn't have teamed him up with anybody and he'd still have the same effect. And Roman wouldn't have been able to do it on his own. So, yes. And the grand finale, WrestleMania 38, where he beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship to unify it. I don't think they're really unifying it because they don't call him, well, they call him the Undisputed Champion. But there's a small, just in reality, right, the way WWE does history, there've only been 3, not 3, I mean, obviously, 3 with Chris Jericho, with Randy Orton, and with Roman Reigns. When crowning unifying champions, there's only been 3 that I can remember. Let me know down in the comments if there are other ones. But this night with him beating Brock and unifying the champions, everybody saw it coming. I get it, but I think this night, we knew that it was going to happen. We knew that as soon as Brock won the championship and they were going to face each other at WrestleMania, the championship was going to go to Roman. They haven't built anybody else to really challenge him. I mean, I think right now, I think they're pushing for Drew McIntyre to face him in the pay-per-view in the UK. From what I've been seeing, they haven't really started that situation. But yeah, I agree with that. Everything on the countdown, or on the 8 things that made Roman Reigns a WWE icon. Yeah.
Not
All
bad.
right. Well, there you go with Bleacher Report and the 8 biggest matches and moments that made Roman Reigns a WWE icon. Are there any other moments that you think should have been on this countdown? I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. I've loved everything he's done, especially when he's turned into this tribal chief character. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there anything that they're missing or that you would add? Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about me. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.